Oh, you're talking about the following weekend, the one weekend we play. Well, this weekend was a good weekend coming up. We scrimmage against each other, so we're looking forward to that right now, just getting on the field. But you know, I mean, why not start out the way you start out with? And Illinois State's no slouch by any stretch of imagination, and neither is NC State. But the other three guys are ranked right away. And take a look at our schedule. I think we're at 25 to 28%. You know, top 28 teams, and that's good. That's before the season starts. So we're posturing ourselves well for getting some great competition, challenging ourselves early, getting some guys that don't have a lot of game experience right into the fire right away. So it's what we do. It's what it's always been. It's not like it's anything special. It doesn't surprise anybody, that's for sure.
Adding to that, you have a game against Japan. What do you think of that?
Yeah, they're a pretty good team from what I understand. I've seen them play about the last 12 years, and they've got a couple of gold medals and Olympic stuff and world championships and some experienced women about 28 to 32 years old. They can play a little bit, so we're just hoping to, you know, get through the first batter and without letting up 10 runs. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's like us playing against the 27 Yankees is what it's going to be like. So I feel better sometimes if the team that I'm coaching has USA on their chest, but we'll take the first two letters and we'll have a lot of fun with it.
How did the Japan game come to be?
You know, they happen to be touring right now, getting ready for the Olympics in 2020. And there's only two teams that are definitely in. You know, Japan's in it because they're hosting, and they would be in it anyway. They're that good, you know. And then USA qualified this summer. So they're touring, they're getting ready. USA will get together. We'll come together for about 5 days in March here in Tampa, about 8 of us. And then we'll start training again in June for the Pan Am Games. So it's all prep. It takes a long time, and if you think about it, most of the teams that win the Major League Baseball World Series aren't teams that just get put together. You know, they're done over time, and that's exactly what Japan's doing right now, and they're trying to get as much practice time as they can, and they're trying to learn some American culture stuff, just as we have done some studying of Japan culture with Team USA to understand what makes them tick. So it's about the art of war, I guess, you know, and find out what goes on, and hopefully, you know, we'll give them some good competition.
What was the conversation like whenever you told the team, your USF team, that you guys were going to be playing, that they were going to be playing against
Japan? Yeah, no, they were very excited about it. You know, anytime, if you think about it, you go to college, and I was fortunate enough to play here, that we played the Yankees in 1981. We played the team that won the World Series. So, I mean, my first at bat was against Rudy May, a left-hander, and I'm still just bewildered at the way the ball did what it's supposed to do from 60 feet 6 inches. So let alone when our guys get to face the major league pitcher and Yukiko Ueno, you know, or Hamamura, those guys can really make the ball move and throw a little velocity. So it'll be an exciting time. But our guys are looking forward to the challenge.
Your pitcher in that game struck out Dave Winfield twice.
Yeah, I know. Dave was coming off an injury, I think. I'm not going to give any credit to Tim Fennessy. He was a hell of a pitcher for us. But, no, he did. He got him on 2 sliders outside. How about that? That's like how many years before, and all of a sudden I'm remembering. Yeah, that's exactly right. And the other aspect of that game I remember is standing out in left field, and 7,000 people at Red McEwen that night. You know, they brought bleachers in from everywhere, and I'm out of left field, and Dave Revering hits a fly ball to left, and all I remember was that ball was doing this the whole time because my knees were shaking because I had never played in front of 7,000 people before, and it was exciting. It was very exciting.
So you got a couple spots to fill in your batting order, and then maybe a couple freshmen to fill out some rotation spots. Which is like the bigger issue right now?
The biggest issue right now is just putting 1 through 9 in the lineup. In all honesty, Derek, we've got some good competition going on, but by no stretch of the imagination have I gone to bed, you know, since December 1st going, this is our top 9. You know, we've got some guys in the circle right now that are nursing themselves back to health. We'll be okay there. Some of the guys that we've had game experience with, Lindsay Devitt, you know, I think that's a no-brainer for us. I think she'll be batting in the 3rd spot, but you can surround her with about 7, 8 different people in different type of alignments right now. And, you know, we're hoping to see some things this weekend when we play our rehearsal games, you know, and then come to fruition. Hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, I'll have an idea of what's going on. And it's not coach speak. I really just don't know because nobody's really not doing a good job and nobody's really going out and just saying, I'm the guy. You know what I mean? So, which is a good problem to have, you know. So we'll play hard defense and try to keep the other guys at 0 as long as possible and try to score a run here or there.
What excites you most about your program heading into this season?
This might be one of the most intelligent teams I've ever had. You know, and does that necessarily translate into W's? I'll let you know in May. Okay, but these guys have grasped a lot of concepts early. They work very hard. They bring their lunch bucket to practice every single day. There hasn't a day gone by that we can say there's no effort out there. You know, so I'm just looking forward to, as a college coach does, that a new season with a bunch of new players without game experience, that the lessons is given during a test. You know, so you better have a lot of patience with that, because sometimes you want to pull the bench out of the wall when you see certain plays, but that's part of the learning process. They're 18 to 22 years old, and you know, they're taking senior exams basically as freshmen sometimes. So it's fun to watch.
So saying that you want to be patient, but realizing with that first weekend, if you scored a couple wins there, all of a sudden you're up there looking at some big things down the road, maybe hosting. Are you thinking in those terms at all?
Yeah, I'm thinking about, you know, and you know what I'm going to say. You know exactly what I'm going to say. I'm thinking about the first inning against Illinois State, you know, and then we go from there. And then, you know, it's kind of like you go out on the water, you go fishing. You know, you're hoping that the first place you stop at, you catch. And if not, you go on. You make adjustments with your lures. You make adjustments with your tackle. And that's what we're going to do. And that's the way we have to look at it. This is all cross that bridge when we get to it type stuff. But we do have the lures and we do have the tackle to change out what we need to do to hopefully be successful and catch some W's.
I personally think like expectations outside from somebody else is, you know, kind of like white noise to me. So for myself, an expectation for me would just be a goal. And I think that honestly, hard work and talent's going to take over in a game. So it's kind of where I'm at, just putting in the work outside of.
You mentioned putting in the work. What have you been working on, especially yourself, trying to improve?
Just same as always, get in the cages, do some extra work hitting, see the ball well, get some extra reps on defense, just normal things.
What was your reaction when you found out you guys are going to be playing the Japanese national team?
Oh, it was awesome. We're so pumped. Yeah, we're excited.
Not intimidated at all?
We got nothing to lose, so, I mean, not really.
Is that kind of an attitude you bring into the first weekend of actual games? You know, teams you're playing, Florida, Arizona, Michigan. What's your attitude going in against those teams? I mean, you got them at home.
Yeah, our attitude going into it is it's another ball game. We're playing against the game. We're not playing against the name on the chest. So all these top 25 teams that we're playing, it's just another game.
How's practice been going, and what excites you about this team?
What's really exciting for me and the other seniors as well is the chemistry off the field. And I know, like I said earlier, talent will take over come game time. But ball games are won off the field as well. So that's one thing I'm super excited about. And practices have been going great. I mean, everybody's, you know, working hard and doing what they need to do.
Are there any freshmen that are kind of stepping up to replace some talent that you guys lost over this offseason?
Yeah, all the freshmen look great. They're all doing what they got to do, holding themselves accountable as well. So, I mean, coach's lineup can always change, so you never know. But yes, they're all doing very well.
What excites you most about this team coming into this season?
We have so much depth, so much. This is the most, I personally think, from top to bottom, every position that we've had. So that's the most exciting part to me is the depth.
Do you feel like there's an expectation on the team? And I know you were talking about expectations earlier from outside sources, but is there anything like within the team? Like, does coach expect you guys to make a postseason run at some point, or?
Yeah, I think we all expect that. Everybody has, like I said, everybody has their own goals, expectations for themselves, and I think, I think we're all kind of on the same page with that, making a postseason run. So.
You mentioned the depth of the team. Is there like a area that you guys might be strong in, whether it be power or speed, or is it just a generally good team?
I think we're just a generally good team. We have a lot of speed, a lot of talent in the infield, outfield. I don't even know how coach is going to make the lineup. Like, that's kind of where we're at, so, yeah.
I'm feeling good. It's really only 2 injuries. I just had 3 surgeries for him. I feel great. Honestly, I don't feel like anything's really changed. I feel stronger than before. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get back out there.
So the most recent one, you weren't down on your yourself, like, are you kidding me? What was your reaction, or did you fight right back because you knew you could do it?
I knew I could do it. I was down, went through a period. Obviously, anybody that gets a serious injury like that can be mentally hard to deal with, but like I've done it once before, and this injury was less than the first one, so I knew for sure I could do it all day. And it was actually way easier than my first one, so.
Lindsay just said it's a real deep team. Even as a senior, you're like, well, I got to work my way into the lineup here.
For sure. I feel like nobody has a set spot on this team. Coach, like Lindsay mentioned before, Coach changes the lineup how he pleases. There's never a set lineup. I feel like there's every position, there's somebody else fighting right behind that, and each position there's multiple people that could easily get that starting position. I don't feel like anybody, I don't want to be like, oh, nobody's safe, but like you're not. You have to fight every single day.
What was your reaction when you guys found out you were going to be playing Team Japan?
I think we were all really excited. It was honestly very nerve-wracking, but like just for the excitement of who they are, the name, number 2 in the world, like just who it is. Like it's awesome experience. We've never been able to do that before, and I'm just glad that we get to do it my last year. I get to experience that, so it's pretty cool.
And how cool is it that they're coming here?
I think it's awesome, honestly, because then we get like all the home crowd can come see that. Like we have the ability to be on our own field. We know our field, so that gives us a little bit of advantage. Gives us a little bit more comfort, I feel like, because this is our home. So like, I think it'll be fun. It'll be great.
What's the biggest motivation heading into this season?
Biggest motivation is I just feel like we are all together as a team. Like we all work so well together, and it's probably like one of the best teams, like best chemistries I've had in all of my years here, and I feel like that just makes you want to go out and fight even harder. It makes you want to go out, see how far you can make it. It's just exciting. We're all excited for it.
Have you gotten to do any work with Jordan Cadleb, catching her at all?
I haven't been able to catch her, but I work with her in the outfield. She's been a couple times placed in right field with me, and I help her here and there. She's getting some work in. She's getting used to it. It's hard as a freshman, especially coming in spring, how she did. But she's doing very well. She's doing very good.
Every season you've been here, you play a tough schedule. How exciting is that, and how much does it benefit the team, as you get closer to conference play and postseason and all that?
I think it benefits us a lot, honestly. We start off with very strong schedule, especially Team Japan. Like that gives us a look at different types of pitching, different types of pitcher speed, all that. Like that really helps us when it comes towards the end of the season, rather than just playing like, I don't want to say mediocre teams, but like teams, like you get to play really good teams, and it gets that excitement, nervousness out. That way when you come towards the end of the season, we're ready. Like, no.
When you're playing 4 or 5 teams in a weekend, I just thought about this. Do you actually get a chance to look at film of all of them, or you just observe them in their other games? How do you prepare like that?
We don't really look at films of them as much. We observe them when we're not playing. A lot of us come out here when we don't have our game yet. We'll come out and watch the previous game or games after us. We also get help from our coaches. Our coaches watch all the games, and they give us little like tips on who's doing what on each field. That way we're ready and prepared by the time game time comes for us.
Coaches are pretty decent, right?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They know what they're talking about.
Things are going really well. I feel like since I've been here for 4 years, and like I've been having the opportunity to work with Jess, I feel like every year I learn more and more as she learns more and more, and she really grooms us and gives us the best tools to go out there and do our job. And I feel like everyone's doing really, I said really so many times, doing really good. The freshmen come in and, they're always a little bit nervous coming off of high school and stuff, but they're honestly doing really, really well and taking her critiques and taking everything to heart, and they really just want to get out there and play.
So you're probably going to get put to the test right away. A lot of teams, you're probably going to be pitching in several games. What's sort of your outlook for the first weekend, trying to get off to a good start?
Outlook for the first weekend, I'm really just trying to get my head right. I don't really like to play the name game as much. Like whoever we play is whoever we play. Like Coach always tells us, we don't play against the other team. We're always playing against the game. So the game is always growing and evolving, and I feel like me and all the other pitchers as well, we're just mentally trying to critique everything that we can and just be close to perfect as we can, and just doing what we know how to do.
Without tipping off the other teams, what pitches are you liking most right now from your arsenal personally?
I'm more like in and out, so I've always been a curveball pitcher even in high school, so that's always just been my favorite thing to throw.
What are some of your expectations this season?
My expectations are that everybody is always working 100% of the time. Like, even on an off day, you shouldn't be taking an off day. Like, even though you could be taking an off day physically, you should always be thinking about the game and mentally preparing. And honestly, I think we're really, really lucky this year with the group of people that we have. Like, right now we are an hour before practice, and there's several people in the cages, like, taking balls, which shows a huge initiative, and I'm just very excited for the season.
I know you said you guys just try to play the game, but was there any reaction you had when you found out you're going to be playing Team Japan?
Yes, we were all very, very excited. I've always watched the USA team and always watched Team Japan playing, so I'm very excited to be able to play against them and just have our experiences grow, because every time you play a new team, you get new tools and you learn how to play the game another way, so we're all really excited.
Very important question. Have you always worn number 99, and why?
Yes, I have always worn 99. Actually, it sounds stupid, but when I was a kid, I wanted to be the highest number on the field. I wanted to be 100, but you can't have 3 numbers on a jersey, so I had to be 99.